Who would say, well, yeah, you can just treat me with hatred and ugliness and misery and lock me up? Nobody wants those things, if they're honest. Today, our topic is an introduction to what this channel is all about. Love, Freedom, and the World contains the 4 attributes of love, beauty, joy, and freedom. I believe these 4 things are some of the most central desires of human life that everyone, without exception, wants to attain if they really dig deep into their heart and soul and mind. Think about the opposites of those things: love versus hatred, beauty versus ugliness, joy versus misery, and freedom versus slavery. No one wants those things. I certainly don't. And if we really examine ourselves, I think we couldn't find a person in the world that truly wants those opposites for themselves. Now, again, they might not have a problem in inflicting those things on others, but for themselves. So therefore, if we make the conversation personal to each of us, then I think we begin to realize that yes, these are the human values and traits that we really want, that are welling up from our soul, from our heart, deep within us, that really shows and demonstrates a commonality between all human beings. Everybody wants love. Everybody wants to be surrounded by beauty. Everybody wants to feel joy, and everybody wants freedom. So if we want those things, how do those 4 desires or attributes flower in our lives? What impact do they have on civilization? I think that it really has been demonstrated in history that the more someone wants to become a loving person, the more they want to give things to others. They want to follow the golden rule, which in itself is an expression of love. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Beauty in the world is a result of love. Freedom itself is a result of love for others. We don't want to enslave people if we love them. So then that comes back to the issue of, if I want to receive love myself, if I want to have love in my life, what do I need to do? Well, I believe that it requires us to realize that we must become a being of love, a person of love, who gives love to everyone that we meet. Every person that we see, we want to express love to them. In the same way, we want to create beauty in everything we do rather than ugliness. And I really love the phrase, to be a purveyor of joy. I want to just be a purveyor of joy to everyone. It sounds delightful to me. And I want to do my best to defend and promote freedom. And that last attribute of freedom is something that prevents so many people in the world from realizing the first 3. If you're enslaved, you don't feel much joy, you don't have much beauty in your life, you certainly don't have a lot of love going on. Although, of course, a prisoner like Maximilian Kolbe under the Nazis could be loving all those around him in his cell as they all start to die. But if you're locked up or enslaved or in a restricted situation where you can't do what you want, it's difficult to really develop a life of love and beauty and joy. Therefore, I think it's critical for human beings today to realize that if I want freedom, I want to help others attain freedom. It's personal. Make it personal. To me, it's important to make it personal. We say perhaps, well, that person shouldn't have the freedom to say those things. They're offensive. But I don't want someone telling me that I can't say certain things. And isn't it true that everyone feels the same way? if they really look at it in a personal way. No one wants to be restricted. So I believe that the issue of freedom in the world today, with freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and all the freedoms that go with that, are critical to be supported, to be defended and uplifted. Too many people in the world today are enslaved, whether it's under tyrannical regimes or because of criminal enterprises enslaving them. We can't let those things happen without doing something about it. So first, to me, is to become a being of love who cares about those things. And that's what this channel is really about. How we each can change, how we each can contribute to those attributes of love and beauty and joy and freedom, how we can make a difference in the world, and how those four ideas or attributes of life are promoted outward into society. What does it mean to have a free society? How do we create it? How do we create a society that honors love and beauty and joy? These are the topics that I'm going to talk about in this channel, broadly speaking, described as love, freedom, and the world. So I hope you join me in this conversation as we release new videos. I hope you subscribe to the channel. May the blessings of love and beauty and joy and freedom be in your life. So for now, thank you.